Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon and we're going to talk about the video game industry. We're going to talk about Square Enix selling off its Western studio. This is the same studio that developed Marvel's Avengers, the game with Kamala Khan that massively underperformed. And Square Enix was blaming them for losses. I guess they lost over $200 million on Marvel games, and they ended up selling the studios to Embracer Group. Embracer Group, which is buying up a lot of assets. They bought Dark Horse Comics. We did a video about that. But Square is getting out of Western games, and we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Yuji Naka, the creator of Sonic the Hedgehog, blasting Square and saying that they don't care about video games or gamers anymore and blaming them for Balan Wonderworld doing very, very poorly. So we're going to talk about this. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 267,000 subs. Thank you for the support. Geeky is sitting this video out. She's not really into video games or into Square games in particular, other than Kingdom Hearts. She likes Kingdom Hearts, or at least the first couple, before it got really confusing. But we're going to talk about this. Square sold off its Western game studios. Square Enix suddenly sold all of its Western studios, Crystal Dynamics and Eidos, to the Embracer Group. That includes high-profile franchises like Tomb Raider and Deus Ex. The move largely exits Square Enix from Western-made games, trimming its sales with an apparent focus on its own internal Japanese development, aka 5,000 Final Fantasy remakes and a bunch of really convoluted Kingdom Hearts spin-offs. That's what they're gonna do. Analysts tell GameSpot the move is somewhat of a head-scratcher financially, but ultimately suits its long-term goal of slimming down the organization and pursuing new revenue streams, hopefully new IP other than Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. Lewis Ward, Gaming Research Director at IDC, says that Square's revenue growth and profits were decent over the last 9 months, which may have prompted the company to sell most of the crown jewels, but then he says the sale price was surprisingly low if that's the case. So yeah, it was $300 million, I think, is what they sold them for. Square Enix has been seeking to offload this part of its business to restructure and focus its investments. It has struggled to get consistent commercial success out of those studios, and it wants to build a leaner organization with a more compelling growth and profit story for its shareholders. So the Marvel game did not do well. Avengers did not do well at all. They lost millions and millions of dollars on the Avengers game, the one where Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel, was like the lead character. It did not do well. Guardians of the Galaxy, I guess, did not do well either because people were expecting another Avengers. Now, ironically, Guardians of the Galaxy is actually very good. Squid King was playing it. I was watching him play it. I'm like, damn, this is a massive improvement over Avengers, but it was too late. They lost $200 million on Marvel games. This is coming from Mashable a couple of days ago. Reports suggest that the IPs, including Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, Thief, Legacy of Kain, and more, were part of the deal. They sold for $300 million US to Embracer Group, but they said it actually makes sense because they lost a ton of money. And they're apparently reinvesting some of that money into blockchain technology. I think they're basically using this as an excuse to focus on Japanese games. And Final Fantasy XIV is killing it. Final Fantasy XIV has become the new World of Warcraft, which is weird because the game is like 10, 12 years old at this point. But they've seen a massive uptick in players for Final Fantasy XIV, so they're probably looking at things like Marvel, and they're like, there's no reason for this. We don't need to do this anymore. We can make more money on our own stuff, not take a chance on these Western games. So I think it's kind of funny, but yeah, let's talk about this, that Yuji Naka, who is the creator of Sonic the Hedgehog, says Square doesn't even care about games or game fans. Apparently he's suing them. Balan Wonderworld. Balan Wonderworld, not Balan Wonderland. You can tell how much I care about the game. Balan Wonderworld director Yuji Naka says he was kicked off the project and he sued Square Enix. Ex-Sonic team leader lashes out at Square Enix and developer Arzest on Twitter. Said that Sonic team leader Yuji Naka and the director of the disastrous musical platformer Balan Wonderworld says he was removed from the game's development 6 months before completion, and he sued Square Enix over the decision. Naka said his court case is now over and he's no longer bound by company rules and did not disclose the resolution, so his NDA must be up too. In a lengthy Twitter thread posted Thursday, Naka apologized to fans who bought Balan Wonderworld, which he described as unfinished, according to a translation of Naka's comments. I've never played it. I've heard it was a mess. I had no interest. I mean, at first I was kind of like, yeah, this looks kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of Knights. And then I heard bad things about it. I'm like, whatever. I don't care. According to Naka, he was removed as director of Balan Wonderworld by the game's producer, head of marketing, head of sound, managing director, and human resources department for 2 reasons. One issue that caused the conflict during development, Naka said, citing court documents, was a promotion that used a YouTuber's piano arrangement of music from Balan Wonderworld instead of the original composition. Naka said he insisted that the original be released. The second issue was a disagreement with Arzest, the game's developer, over the quality of the game. Naka said he made comments to Arzest about improvements to Balan Wonderworld and bug fixes that were not addressed, leading to a ruined relationship with them. And this is Yuji Naka, who's worked on many, many fantastic games over the years. I mean, this guy knows how to make a game. So it's not like he's, some doofus that has a very spotty track record. Pretty much everything Yuji Naka has worked on has been pretty incredible. He's the closest thing to a Miyamoto that Sega has, So for him to come out and say that, Square Enix dropped the ball, I think they dropped the ball. Naka further apologized to fans for not interacting with them on social media, saying he was restricted from doing so by Square Enix. He said he believes that Square Enix does not value game fans or games themselves based on his experience developing Balan Wonderworld. So this is pretty damning, and I've kind of seen this. I mean, I've lamented before about Square, that Square Enix is not Squaresoft. It's not the same company it was before. Again, they seem like they're relying heavily on endless remakes and nostalgia bait, and it's basically Final Fantasy spin-offs, Final Fantasy remakes, and Kingdom Hearts spin-offs and remakes. And I think them getting into crypto and blockchain probably means a lot of DLC going forward. And even Final Fantasy VII Remake, it was the first 10% of the game, and it's going to take God knows how many years to actually completely remake the game. And will people still care by the time they get around to finishing it? Who the hell knows? But it definitely is not the same company it was, and it's pretty damning to have Yuji Naka come out and put them on blast as well. But there we go, guys. Square is scraping Western games off the bottom of its shoe going forward, so I don't know where this is going to lead. I have a feeling one of these days Square is going to get absorbed by another company. Watch it be Microsoft or something. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe, it's open and brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. Run. Oh, you got splatted. Oh, she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay.
What? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
Better.
Oh my God, you got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him. Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. Ooh, sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. Can't run him carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna wrap this effer up.
Yes.